struggle with math? Do you like send them off somewhere?
No, so math is all included. Math is whatever you do.
Okay.
Because you need numbers and everything to go through and get your measurements. You need numbers so you can know your counts on when you want your robot to turn or come back or actually go to another different area.
Cool.
So we allow the kids to touch each component of steamer.
Gotcha. So do you guys have like grants or something too?
Yes, so we actually request for different grant funding, majority of the time sponsorships.
Okay.
Is what we always involve.
We're live. Good morning, you guys. How are you doing? I am Veronica. I'm with New Beginnings Insurance Group, and I'm actually here at the Natural Remedy Pain Relief store. I'm here with Belinda and Mitchell Bryant. So we were just talking about a few things that he had. One of them was the STEAM program. So if we get a chance, we'll touch back on that a little bit later. But today I'm here. Of course, I'm going to talk about auto. I'm going to talk about life. And I'm going to have them introduce some of their, and showcase some of their products that they have. Frank was nice in actually introducing us. We talked this morning, and there was a lot that we talked about. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. So you guys, you know that the rates will be going up for the auto insurance on July 1st to $25.50. So I know I've received a lot of phone calls, and there's some carriers out there that people are that I'm getting more calls on than others. But just give me a call, 702-625-8989. Again, it's 702-625-8989. I am located at 2300 West Sahara in the U.S. Bank Building on the 8th floor. Call me because you don't want to be stuck with those high rates at the last minute. I actually had someone that I was talking to yesterday who called me for a renter's policy, and I was talking to him, and he's with Loya. And one of the agents actually told him yesterday that he doesn't have to change his rates until December. So I was thinking about it. I said, you know what? I don't know what the DMV is going to do as far as the fines or anything, but you guys understand this. If you have an agent or a carrier out there that's telling you that you don't have to have more than 1530 by July 1st, make sure that you protect yourself, because if the DMV decides that they want to find you because you don't have the state minimum, they'll do it. So again, July 1st is when that rate is when the rate is mandated. So if you need a quote, again, call me 702-625-8989. That's 702-625-8989. I take appointments, and I'll go ahead and get you set up and get you some quotes and get you going, okay? So I want to ask you guys, have you guys can you think of any crazy time or any crazy experience that you've had with your auto insurance in the last years that you've had, you know, I don't know, accidents, rates going up, or any little weird tweak or anything like that?
Yeah, well, Mitchell, tell them your story.
Oh, well, I had the one accident. The first time I actually had an accident with our insurance company.
It was really a fender bender.
Yeah, I actually didn't do too much with fender bender. I just bumped the back of a lady's car. We got out and took the pictures, and I made sure we had a lot of the photos of it. She said she wasn't hurt at all, just had a little scratch on the bumper. And I was like, you know, just give me a call and we'll go up and get it fixed if you need to have it touched up or painted. And we never heard back. The insurance company called and said, oh, we're going to drop you because you end up having an accident, and that person now is going to therapy and it's working. And I was like, can I send you over the pictures? Because it wasn't that bad.
You're like, yeah.
And they were like, no, we got everything taken care of. And
so we had a person on here a few weeks ago, Sheila Williams. She was on, and she was telling us something similar with her husband or her son. And it does happen a lot. It happens where people know they could get money. I was in an accident last September, I think. First accident that was my fault, and it was pretty bad. But I know for a fact it was two cars in front of me, and I know that the person in the very first vehicle, that they weren't really injured. In fact, they said one person out of three were injured. Right. But of course now I have all of these letters from my previous company, and I'm just like, man, you know, they paid her out $5,000, fixed her vehicle, and when I tell you she may have had $200 in damage.
Oh,
The
yeah,
rest of it was stuff that had already been there. And
right.
it still wasn't that bad. But they didn't reach out to me, they didn't ask for pictures, they didn't do
Nothing.
anything. So it does happen, and you just have to try and protect yourself as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
But it does, it's just really, it's kind of hard to prevent. So you just gotta try and be, just basically be aware when you're driving as much as you can, not texting. I know sometimes it's hard to put that phone down, I'm guilty myself, but we have to just pay more attention because there's so many people out there that's not paying attention.
Exactly. And it also helps to know your insurance policy as well too.
Yes.
Because when he had that little fender bender, they dropped us from the insurance company, and it was hard for us to find other insurance staying in that same rate bracket. So our insurance went up quite a bit, and we had to be with that insurance company for a while before they would lower our premium. So it also helps to have a good agent that can educate you on your policy.
So tell me, when you guys switched, when you guys got dropped, if you don't mind me, you got dropped, who was it?
Yeah, Allstate.
It was Allstate who
No,
dropped you?
who dropped us was Fred Lawyer.
Fred Loya dropped you.
Fred Lawyer.
That's right, because earlier you said you were with the company that wasn't so great, and then you went to Allstate.
Uh-huh.
So the reason I asked that question is because I know earlier you told me you were with them for Allstate for 5 years,
Uh-huh.
but yet Geico's rates that who you're with now were actually a lot less. Sometimes what happens, because I'm a previous Allstate agent, so sometimes what happens with some of these preferred companies is they have more than one company within, or the carrier, more than one company within that carrier. So with Allstate, they have the indemnity and they have the preferred or the standard. So 9 times out of 10, you guys went from Fred Loya to Allstate, but you went to their indemnity side. So although you were under the Allstate umbrella, you still were in the indemnity, which Fred Loya and a lot of the other non-standard companies are basically the same indemnity. So after, I know for a fact with Allstate, after 2 years, you can actually request for them to reevaluate you and see about putting you in the preferred company. A lot of people don't know that. I know I work with Don Marquez, and I've heard him say it several times as well, that when you're with a company, a lot of times you're in the indemnity company, and literally a year, 2 years, you can request that. You may be with them for 5 or 10 years, and you may not be getting the rates that you should be because you started off in the indemnity and you're doing so well, and they never reevaluate you, so now you're paying a lot more money than you would if you were in the preferred or the standard side.
So Veronica, so the indemnity company is the off-brand company?
It's like the off-brand,
It's
it's like the off-brand,
Okay.
or what we call the non-standard.
Okay.
The companies that you tend to have to fight harder to get, to get them to pay a claim or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Now, what I'm not saying that when you go to Allstate or Farmers or some of these other companies that have the indemnity, I'm not saying that that it would be difficult and challenging for their claims. I'm just saying it's still rate-wise, you're still being rated higher than you would in another company. I know you said you're with Geico, they also have that.
Right.
So that is something to look at as well. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna quote you anyway,
Yes.
so hopefully I can find you something. But for you guys out there, for all you viewers out there, you should check that. If you've been with your company for a few years and you still it seems like you're getting high rates, check and see if you're placed in the indemnity company, the non-standard side, or if you're placed in the standard. If you're in the indemnity or the non-standard, ask them to reevaluate you and just see. Now, when they do that, when they reevaluate, you might have accidents that you didn't have before, and the rates aren't going to be any lower.
Okay.
Or you might not have anything for 5 or 6 years, so now your rates are going to be better because they're running your MVR, which is your motor vehicle, and they're doing a couple other things, and so the formula and the calculations might be higher and better to be in that in the better area. So again, you guys, if you have any questions, if you need a policy, you need a quote, you need a review, give me a call. New Beginnings Insurance Group, Veronica Nicholson, 702-625-8989. 702-625-8989. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk to Belinda and Mitchell. I'm going to let them talk about their company, which is the Natural Remedies, and one of your main products is Real Time. You guys can see they have it, the Real Time Pain Relief. So I'm gonna allow you guys to talk about that. I'm gonna ask you some questions, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay? So go ahead and introduce, like maybe how you guys started, what you guys are about.
Okay.
And then we'll just I'll ask you some questions and break some stuff out.
Gotcha. Well, my name is Belinda Bryant. This is my husband, Mitchell Bryant. We are business partners together with Pain Relief Natural Remedies here at 3231 North Decatur Boulevard. We're in Suite 125, and we're located in the Red Feather Shopping Center. We're in between the barber shop and the Hawaiian restaurant. Our number is 702-825-1442, or you can reach us at 832-429-4968.
Give the phone number one more time.
The phone number is 702-825-1442, or 832-429-4968. Okay, so now let us tell you a little bit about our product and why we got started in this business. I'm actually a disabled Army veteran, and an Army veteran that was in chronic severe pain, was told that I would never walk again without surgery, and the surgery wasn't guaranteed. So I opted out of doing the surgery, came in contact with this product right here, and we've been selling it ever since. So we've been selling this product now for about going on 4 years.
Okay.
The company has been around since 1998. Nobody ever heard of the product. They're out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. You're probably familiar with Bengay Biofreeze Icy Hot. Those are products that actually are on the market that are being sold in the stores. This product right here cannot be sold in the store. You can only purchase this product through a distributor online.
Okay, so your husband was telling me about that earlier. He was saying you guys been here 2 years or almost 2 years?
Yeah,
9 months here.
Right.
With the storefront, but almost 2 years in Las Vegas.
Yes, but we've actually been mobile. We actually had we were mobile, so we serviced the majority of the casinos here in the Las Vegas area. We do their employee wellness events, which they take place once a year. So we're busy starting from March all the way to the end of the year, getting our product in the casinos to the employees.
Okay, so I know I was saying that earlier too. You know, basically, if they're working with the casinos, then that says something as far as their backing and who's actually investing their money and their time with you guys. So if they feel comfortable and they trust you guys with the employees and doing the wellness, that says a whole lot. That says a lot. I know Brian Harris came in here one day and he did the video.
Yes.
As soon as I walked in here, you guys, I know this place. I saw this place, so I remember it 6 months ago. It's very intriguing. It's when I came in, I started asking your husband immediately about the different products, and he was telling me about the different products and how long you guys been doing it. So I definitely, one of the things I'm going to do, if not today, is I'm going to come shop. I'm going to look at this and go from there, because one of the challenges that I have as an agent, and I'm sure a lot of agents out there do with the life insurance, we get the applications, we get people apply, and they take a lot of medication. So we do have products that we do offer that depending on the medications, you're still able to get these policies. But then there's some that, depending on the medication that they take, they become modified. And when you become modified, it's a whole new ball game as far as your life insurance. You're technically not covered for 2 or 3 years, and until you pass that 2 or 3 year period. You're not fully covered with that life insurance. So it's not, it's preferred that you don't have the modified. So one of the things that I was looking at is all these products that you guys have is basically to replace people from taking so many prescriptions.
That's correct.
If they're able to do that, when we go run that, when the life insurance carrier goes to run that medical database, those prescriptions aren't there.
Right.
Because they may be feeling a lot better,
Mhm.
you know, with some of this stuff some of the products that you guys offer. So if you maybe want to talk a little bit more, I know you were talking about your wife had a lot of pain
Mhm.
and how you guys kind of got this started. So if one of you guys want to talk about that a little bit, how that works.
So it goes different ways because the way the store is set up is like you were speaking earlier. It's filled with natural herbs and oils because our body's already meant to heal itself. We just need something to go to and jumpstart different things. So we go anywhere from the black seed oil to isotonics to where just natural herbs and oils that we just daily need to take and just watching what you eat. So that's basically what we encourage. And like she was saying earlier, they said that she wouldn't be able to walk, but us using the natural product on her was able to pull her off of a lot of the majority of the medication to where she didn't have to use so much because it caused her to go and be depressed a lot. It also was caused, she was still having chronic pains, but with that, she was actually having mood swings. So, you know, we can't manage moods.
Yeah.
The only things we can do, we can't manage emotions. The only thing we can actually try to do is deal with the circumstances. So by using the product, she was able to pull off the majority of her medications to where we can at least have somewhat of a manageable lifestyle. So which caused us to open the store because we needed to get her out of the house.
Gotcha.
So by getting out of the house, we can actually do something. But she still has her good and bad days. That's with everybody. But the majority of the time, she has more bad days than a typical person.
Gotcha.
But we just manage it.
Gotcha. So Melinda, do you want to elaborate on any of that or add to what your husband said?
Yeah, and one other thing that I didn't mention when I was saying we service the casinos, we actually started this product within the VA system. So we were in the main VA hospital servicing the veterans. We were at the satellite clinics as well as we did the military base with our product. But we grew so big that we had to open a store because we were either at the base, at the casino.
You're all over the place.
We were all over, and the customers couldn't reach us. And when they ran out their product,
They need it.
Yeah, this is like a drug to them,
Yeah.
but it's a natural
Natural
drug that they can actually be able to manage their daily living and not be on the prescribed medications where it actually shuts your body down.
Gotcha. Now you're talking, because when you say that, you're talking about the pain. So I know you guys got different products, but your main product is that real-time pain
Yes.
reliever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's these here. Do you want to tell me a little bit about how, you know, these three products?
Yeah.
What the difference are in
Yeah, we
those?
do. We actually have a variety of our products. We go from regular strength to medium strength to extra strength to extra strength. This one right here, this is one of our products that everybody uses. You can use head to toe from any kind of pain, from minor to deep tissue pain. And this is our only product that has peppermint in it.
Okay,
So
peppermint is excellent.
It does, and what the peppermint does is it opens the pores to allow, if you need more, you need to use more than one of our products. The peppermint allows for
Oh, wow.
open your pores, allows for our other products to penetrate
absorb.
deep down to the bone.
Wow.
And our products, they don't just numb you or mask the pain. It actually works penetrating deep down to the bone to get to the root of that pain. So like I mentioned, this is our max. Then with the max, we go to our foot. And our foot cream, it's a thicker cream, unlike the lotion. And what it does is it seals in the other creams that you use. It seals in, so it allows it to work for hours at a time.
Okay. Wow, that is so amazing. Now, how long have you actually been a product of your product?
I've been a product of my product for 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Exactly. And I saw this product, I was at an event. And I saw how the people was running, and they were running out of the product, and I never even tried the product. And I asked, I said, what's that product for? She said, oh, that's a pain relief product. You've heard of Bengay Biofreeze Ice? I said, yeah, I know those. And she said, well, this right here, it has a good smell. It works instantly. So she was like, well, you want to try it? And I said, no, I need to know how I'm going to become a distributor of this product. Because
That's what your husband told me earlier.
I'm a veteran that's in chronic, severe pain, and I need that pain to be gone. Not with prescribed medications, but I wanted to use
The
natural.
natural.
Yep.
Natural.
So we've been a supplier of this product for about 3.5, 4 years.
And it has a good smell to it, so at least you're not walking around smelling like a big medicine cake.
I was wondering because I have I use the bio was it Bio?
BioFreeze,
Freeze.
yeah.
I used that for the last 2 months. I started with the crook in my neck, and it worked its way all the way to the right side. It was painful down in the back, then it all the way down my arm.
Oh, yeah.
For literally 2 months, and I've been doing. I go to yoga, so I have a yoga who does the yoga master who does healing. So she was doing the cupping and different things, using that biofeed and heating pad and all, and it was not working.
Right.
I guarantee if I would use that,
Yeah.
it'll work.
And let me tell you, Veronica, a lot of our customers that come in the store, because they're not educated on how to use
The
lotions,
product.
right? When they say they have a pain here, they just want to apply it here. But the pain didn't start here.
It's probably up
It
here.
started somewhere else, yeah. So we want to cover the whole area so that you can get the full effectiveness of relief from that pain.
And that's awesome. That is like, yeah, I'm definitely, like I said.
And it's an insulator because we
Shop it
try.
here.
Yes.
We get ones to try right here on the spot.
Yeah.
That's how quick it works. Within the first 30 seconds that you're applying it, knocks that pain down to where it's a manageable pain.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, because I have some pain in my hand today too, but I had it from last week. I'm gonna try it. So
And I didn't mention this. This is our newest product. This is our hemp oil. We came up with a hemp oil, and we actually have CBD, no THC. So you're not going to get the highness, but it's going to get the job done.
Wow.
To
For people with like fibromyalgia.
Yes, ma'am. Arthritis, gout, everything.
Wow.
Any kind of aches and pain that you can think of.
Wow.
This lotion will help manage that pain so that you can go and live a daily life.
Okay. So do you want to give your address one more time?
Yeah.
And give your phone number. Well, not one more time, but give your phone number, your address.
Yeah, because sometimes we miss it, or we'll come in at the end of a showing.
Yes.
So we'll repeat it. Yes, we're Pain Relief Natural Remedies. We're at 3231 North Decatur Boulevard. We're in Suite 125. That's the Red Feather Shopping Center, and we're located in between the barbershop and the Hawaiian restaurant. Our phone numbers are 702-825-1442 or 832-429-4968.
And you guys, I want to say too, because I made the mistake, so make sure that you don't go to the pain management location.
That's correct.
It's actually a storefront. It's actually a store, kind of like a pharmacy. So make sure you don't go over there, because they're gonna be like, "Huh, what you talking about?"
Exactly.
So, so I'm gonna go back a little bit on the life insurance. So I know we were talking earlier, and I asked you about life insurance. You said you had one. You were talking about. I was telling you some things, and I was just saying that sometimes, or many times, us as copper individuals. I'm using that word that my brother Rick gave me. Sometimes us as copper individuals, we or many times we're not educated. We don't have the resources at our hand, or maybe we're too lazy to go find it, or whatever the case may be. But a lot of times we're here, and some of the other ethnicities are here with knowledge on a lot of stuff that's for us as far as life. Just maintaining our life or whatever. Life skills is what I'm gonna say. Life skills. So although we may now, a lot of us are out there, we're getting these policies. They weren't at first. Some of them now, more people are hearing about life insurance. They're understanding and they're buying the policy. But again, if we're not being educated and we don't know what we're buying, at the end of the day, you might have a 30-year policy, and you may pass away before those 30 years, and when you look up, you have nothing. Or you have a 30-year policy, when that 30 years come, you can't afford it to keep up the payment after, because it's skyrocketed because we didn't read the small print, and the agent who was trying to get their commission or that was new didn't even know any better, and so now we have no policy whatsoever because we can't afford it, and we're sick, we're older, and we're stuck. So one of the things that we were talking about earlier is that when you're going out and you're getting these policies, you have to make sure that you ask the questions. I know I'm working with a young lady, one of the owners of Twice Bait, and we were talking, and she was going over some things. She was telling me a lot. She was like asking this and asking that, and I asked her. I said, are you familiar with life insurance because you've had policies or did you sell policies before? She said, no, I have policies, and you know, I ask a lot of questions. I ask a lot of questions. If it takes 4 hours, I need to know. So I need you guys out there that's watching to understand that when you are making an appointment for life insurance, you have to give yourself time. You need to give yourself at least 2 hours. We may think, oh, it's going to be quick. Here's the questions. Here you go. Here's the answers. Get it done. But it doesn't work like that. A lot of times there's small questions that aren't answered during that rush, and you got to go back and ask it. So it's important that if you can give yourself at least 2 hours when you're sitting down with your agent, or you want more information, to give them the time and give yourself the time so they can educate you and they can go over all these small little details. There's things like living benefits. There's return on premium. There's conversions that people don't know about. Term and whole life, final expense, uninsurability that you need to understand. There's so many different terms that we understand that you may not. And most of us, what do we usually do when we get our policy? What do we do once we get it in our hand?
Put it in a drawer.
We put it in a drawer. I am definitely, I'm definitely one who has done that. And I have policies, and I've looked at them, and I'm like, I don't even know if this is the right policy.
Right.
But I was in such a quick hurry. And the reason I haven't changed mine, a couple of the ones I have, is because I feel like I need more knowledge first to make sure that I'm making the right decisions, so I don't have to keep changing a policy. So that's just something for you guys to realize as well. Do you guys? Because I always ask people if they have a story, any story, life insurance story. Believe it or not, more people that I talk to have stories that are unbelievable than not. So I don't know if you and your husband know anyone, or if you guys had any experience with any type of life insurance.
Well, Mitchell, he's going to tell you a story, but I'm just going to say that life insurance, even if you just get the minimum enough to cover your loved one, because during those times, it's already tough that you lost that loved one, especially if it's an unexpected loss. And to have that loss and not have money to bury your loved one can be a big burden on the family. But my husband, he actually had several experiences with his family members not having life insurance, and he'll tell you about those.
Right. So it happened 3 times actually. Where, the older family member had been trying to pay and keep everything going, but then everything happens. You can't afford it the way you used to. And, I think then it was like you can go through and cash out a little bit of the money.
Yes.
So she went through and cashed out because she needed the money that they keep coming out of her check that she was getting. As soon as she canceled, relative passed away.
Wow.
2 days afterwards.
Oh wow.
So there was no funds set aside to bury that person for the first time. Then the second time it happened, she just didn't have enough put aside because I think the burials increased.
Yeah, they increase.
So
They with inflation, they increase, and right now I think it's like.
Rep didn't tell her that, so she was stuck on one standard price, and I can afford to do that because it's only $10 a month.
Oh wow.
But then it wasn't enough to go through and bury, so now you got to go through. We didn't have a GoFundMe then, but now you just got to call all the family members up and. Can you pull some out of your life savings because we got to bury them.
You're right.
And then the last one, we kept exhausting the family because it was like year after year.
Yeah.
So it's exhaust all the family counted in the state had to go through and pick it up.
So what happened with that one with the state?
So that one, we just couldn't afford it. And they was like, can you come and pick the body up? And we just went through and it's like, well, we can't afford it. So they went through and actually had to go through and take care of it. So we had to pretty much write him off as a John Doe.
So like,
That's it.
if you don't mind me asking, like, what's the process? Because I've never had that. I think I've heard someone before.
They burn them. They just put them in the incinerator and burn them.
And they just burn them.
They just know
They
right.
don't even, do they give you the ashes or anything?
No, because you just
Because they don't belong to you.
They don't belong to
You
us.
have to go through and sign a waiver that you pretty much, and it's sad that you pretty much have to write off your family member
Like that way.
because you can't afford it, but then that's the only way the state will pick it up.
So, listeners and viewers, I need you guys to really truly understand. I've never experienced that. I've heard something small to that, but it's never been a person who actually experienced it, explain it to me. You don't have life insurance, you don't have savings, you don't have enough money, You constantly, you know, your family members are dying off one by one within a certain time frame, so the family is exhausted. They're exhausted. They have no money. They don't want to keep doing it. They feel like, when are you going to step up to the plate instead of making me responsible? But the worst thing of all is to say you have to write your family member off to the state, and the state burns your family member, and you don't even keep the ashes. Like, that's really, you know, that's disheartening to hear. So I need you guys to really understand that you really need life insurance, and that's not just for you, it's for your kids. We just had a call a couple weeks ago, and she's not directly my customer, but she's my customer too. And she called, and her 17-year-old was ran over, and he passed away. And she had a policy. Had she not had a policy, or had a child rider, she would have been stuck. She would have been stuck. A lot of us are getting insurance on us as mothers, as fathers, as aunties, uncles, adults, but we're not thinking twice about the kids. The kids are humans too, and they die. You know, at the end of the day, whatever reason that God has for us to go, we're going. And they need to be properly buried or cremated, or whatever the case may be that you decide you want for your family. You want to be able to do that, and you can't do it if you don't have correct policy, life insurance policy, or you don't have the true funding and the true funds that you need to take care of your family member in the manner that you do. And I need everyone to understand, I know people out there feel guilty when their mom, their auntie, their child says they don't want to be cremated. But I'm here to tell you, did you pay for your policy?
That's right.
Other than the kid, but still, did the kid pay for the policy? Did you pay for your policy? You didn't pay for your policy? I'm going to take care of you the best that I can. And I'm not going to let guilt eat me up. You know why? Because we're both two adults, or if it's just one adult for a child, I'm still the adult as the family. If I'm going to worry about my child wanting to be buried and not cremated, then as an adult, it was my job to make sure there was a policy. As an adult, it was your job to make sure that you had a policy. Or as children for their parent, it was your job to help your family member out, your parent, if they couldn't do it. So I need you guys to understand, don't feel guilty if you don't have what you need, or if you feel like you can only get maybe a $5,000 or $10,000 policy, burial policy, to actually, you know, cremate if you have to. I'm not promoting cremation. I'm not. But I'm just saying, we cannot be like the Joneses when it comes to a funeral.
That's right.
It's not about who has the best Jordans on their coffin or who has the best grass around, you know, their burial. It's about, did you properly put them away, or did the state sign, did you have to sign off for the state to take them? So again, you guys, if you need that help, if you need me to quote you, you need a review on your policy, whatever it is, I'm here to help you. 702-625-8989. 702-625-8989. And again, I'm located at 2300 West Sahara, the U.S. Bank Building on the 8th floor across from the Palace Station. So is there anything else that you guys want to kind of touch on before we go? One of the things I did want to do is do a quick tour. But if there's anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, when we go out there, then we'll give you a quick synopsis when they'll be able to see the product.
Okay, so we're going to do that now, and then that way they can do that. So you guys, we're going to walk through, and then they're just going to kind of give you a guide on what some of the things are, and from left to right of the store. So we're going to do that right now. You want Frank to come to start over here so they can try to see? Okay. Okay.
So basically, the whole store is filled with natural herbs and oils. So the more that you actually go through and use the product, it actually starts penetrating down deep for whatever type of pains you're experiencing.
Okay.
So just briefly, is one of the products that we were actually speaking about while we were standing there was the real time. You have the Max and the foot cream. So this is our primary product. And now I love this part. We have a new added little
I
bonus.
saw
in
this
it. Yeah.
earlier.
So it's
This
actually
is
like
awesome.
the
Bath
the
bomb.
bath bomb. So you
Yeah,
remember the
this is
old
awesome.
school way we used to have the
Epsom
Epsom
salt.
salt,
Yes, yeah.
smelling all that. So now it has a nice smell
It
that you
does
can
smell
actually
good.
put to
Yeah.
and you just drop the whole bottle in your bathtub.
And it has all the ingredients that's in that bath bomb that we have actually in our pain lotions.
Oh,
Mhm.
so is there, okay, so when you go to Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body, these places, a lot of people don't know this, and they just, there's a method to it. And it's a layering method.
That's right.
So which are the main 3 or 4 or however products that you recommend
Yeah.
for the layering and
Okay.
for it to last and work better?
Okay, so here we have is the Max, which Max, like I in the interview we said this is the first coat because this is the only product that have peppermint. So this is
Okay.
allowing your pores to open from the peppermint, and then from the peppermint you can go either way depending on the pain level that you have. So you can do the Max and the foot by itself. A lot of our gout customers and arthritis customers, they use just those two.
Okay.
Fibromyalgia, those two. Now, when you get more intense to sciatic nerve, pains
The
like that,
in-depth, real in-deep.
right, exactly. When you had tears and had surgeries, you're going to go Max, you're going to go the hemp oil, and then the foot. Or you can do the Max, the CBD, which we have that in a roller, the 100% pure CBD, and then the foot. Our last product that we apply to the body is the foot cream because it's the more intense. Think about our foot being 7 layers. It had the toughest skin. So for that cream to get through 7 layers to get to the root of the pain, you can use it anywhere on your body.
That was my question because I know it says foot cream. So did it originate as a foot cream and then they kind of discovered, or they just call it foot cream?
Yeah, they just call it foot cream because our foot being the toughest skin.
Okay.
Letting the customer know, because before the customer be like, but I don't have foot pain.
Okay.
I said, but it's not just for foot pain. That's the sealer.
Gotcha.
To seal in whatever you put in prior to that to help that penetrate deep down to the bones.
Okay. So that's really good. That's good. There was something else that, what is this ISO?
Yeah, that right there,
Yeah.
that's our NutraMetric line of natural remedies. And what that is, the majority of that is you digest that. Think about it when you a pill versus digesting. We have pills as well. When you digest it, it's going straight to your bloodstream versus taking a pill. It's got to absorb in your body. Sometimes it don't even absorb all the way, so you're not getting the full effectiveness for the relief for your pain.
Okay.
So that's what that is, and it goes from your digestive system to relieving inflammation, to sleep, to weight loss, to joint pain. I mean, you name it.
Okay. So, Mitchell, you were telling me when I first walked in, I was talking about it, and you kind of went here and then there and then there. So, is there anything else? Like, I don't want to take too much time. Is there anything else over here that you want to kind of like point out before we move over there?
No, so that's pretty much about it. This is actually does our topical part of it, and then you see the tools that you see on the rack
Over
there.
here,
Basically, it's what it does is just goes through and allows you to push down deeper the creams. So that's what the racks are, pretty much. So this whole side area here is just for your pain management.
Okay.
To where you can go through, put the topicals on, use the massage tools to actually penetrate it down deeper, because you normally can't go.
You can't do it and
yourself, so you actually can go through, or maybe, which happens, I'm like, honey, I have a pain right here, and she's like, oh, my hands are tired. So I'm like, oh, well, you know what? I have this glove, and I had this glove here to where now you're able to go through. Now she took them all down because she don't want to.
I sold them all in the casino.
She don't want to. She don't want to massage.
Yeah, but so it has a ball, and I'm like, all you have to do is
and you just rub it. Oh my God!
You just rubbing it on there.
So it went from 2-minute massage to 5.
Yeah.
Because she didn't have to do as much work.
Right, so I get 5 minutes now. So I can't complain.
I'm gonna need one of them myself.
Yeah,
Okay.
But
so that's how that one works.
before we move around, I have one other thing because we forget about our pets. We actually market a pet
Oh.
formula.
This is for all the
This is for
pet
all
lovers out there.
Pets, they have arthritis. They have all the different pain that we have as humans. And this is a lotion, and this is spray on that you can use on the pets, and it's instant relief too. You rub it in their coat, massaging it in, and pain is gone.
Yeah.
Okay,
So just give
that's
me a little
awesome.
whirlwind through.
Yeah.
So behind you, like I said, we're still with natural herbs. So you anywhere I go from your soaps to your lotions to your deodorants, your toothpaste. pretty much everything in the store is filled with natural herbs and oils. Because our body is meant to where, like I said, once again, it's meant to heal itself. You just need some things that'll go through and just continue to jumpstart it through to anywhere from the rose water, from face moisturizers, to even have your body washes. Everyone loves to have African soap.
Oh wow,
So now we have
African
the
soap body
in the
wash. Wow.
And this lasts longer because it actually goes, so you have to use as much as you
Okay.
would normally do.
And it
because
doesn't, you
has
have
a
to worry
natural
about
herb.
you leave it in the shower and it gets
Right.
wet. And,
That's right.
And
okay.
that's what
So,
it-
I came in earlier and I had meant to ask and I didn't. What are these for?
Oh.
Because we ride bikes and I'm looking, I'm like, this ain't for the bike, but it's some kind of mask. What is this for?
Exactly. And those are our face masks, and what we do is we use those. Those are your Botox.
Oh,
That's-
and
that-
to keep it, to lift it.
Exactly.
And you put it on, what, at night or
you
when?
can put it on whenever. Those are the inexpensive way for your Botox, but it works. And you're putting it on, and you don't have to put it on but for an hour or two. You can put it on at nighttime. You can put it on during the day, whenever you feel
Wow.
comfortable with. This is a full mask. Like for the women that have a whole lot of sagging,
sagging.
the elasticity is gone, so they need the full mask. Versus if you just have it in certain areas, you'll just use the half mask.
Okay, so what did Mitchell? What did you think
I don't
when you
wear
first
that.
saw her
I don't-
wear?
I
Or
don't
what
wear
you
it.
think when he wore it?
Yeah, but let me tell you, my husband, I made him put that on one time, and it actually, and you know what it does? It actually like massages your skin, because you think about it when
It
you're
lifts
lifting
and
it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it feels so good, and it's tightening your skin, not just preventing the sagginess,
Gotcha.
but it's
Tightening
tightening
it.
it up.
And it's something you gotta get used to, because when I walked in the room
And I had that
and
on.
she had it on, like,
Yeah.
what?
Where are you going?
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. No, you're not going to bed.
Not with me. Okay,
something- so anywhere from that to, like I said, the soaps. We actually have, like, if you have a cracked heel, athletic feet, or anything
Okay.
like that. So this is what this side does. It actually goes through and just moisturize your feet. Because a lot of ones just put lotion on their feet. So you don't want to just put lotion on your feet, because that's what causes all those calluses to build up.
Because it's
Because
just
you need
sitting there
some-
and it's
right.
dead.
That's
So
right.
you need something to actually go
Yeah, I
through and
need that.
moisturize your feet. And it got to be able to absorb. And our feet absorb anything that's in
That's
liquid
on.
form.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it won't do a lotion, because lotion is not meant to go through and allow it to actually penetrate.
Okay.
And let
So
me
this is Avon,
Let me
huh?
tell you about this, yeah. And I wasn't gonna even put Avon in my store, but I retired from Avon. I sold Avon for 22 years, and when I told my customers I was getting away from
so
Avon,
soft.
they was like, "Oh no, you cannot sell. You have to sell Avon in your store. We have to have a place to come." So that's why I still have this small
That's
section
awesome.
for my Avon.
That's awesome, because he did tell me that the way that you found out about the pain relief.
That's right.
Or real-time pain relief.
Yes.
Is because you were doing an event for Avon
That's
and they were
right.
there.
Yep.
But as soon as he said that, I didn't get a chance to even ask him, because I talk so much. Skin So Soft.
Skin So
And when
Soft
I
is
tell
good.
you guys, I live by Skin So
Yes,
Soft.
ma'am.
Because they don't have too many mosquitoes in Nevada,
Right.
in Las Vegas, but they're starting to.
Yes.
I get ate up by the mosquitoes so
That's
bad.
right.
And when I went to Michigan, I was tore up.
Yes.
I banged on the door, lady, please, can you please open the door? I need that Skin So Soft. I've had that Skin So Soft for many years, because
Yep.
I don't go many places
That's
that
right,
have
and it
it.
lasts a long
But I
time.
keep it. I take it anywhere I go, in the South, the Midwest, anywhere out that way. I keep my Skin So
Well, it
Soft.
has
So now I know.
101 usage for
Yes,
Skin So Soft.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you can do anywhere from
Your floors
your
to
floors.
spraying it on your window. You can
I
mop
didn't
with
know
that.
you
Yeah,
could
it
do
keeps
all that.
spiders and
Yeah.
Wow.
ants away. So Skin
Wow,
Soft
Skin
is
So Soft been around
is there.
so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, over 130 years.
Yeah, and then here's something else I wanted to see. You brought this out
Yep.
earlier on the sanitary
Pads.
napkins for women.
Yes.
If you want to, because I know this is a big thing right now.
Yes, it is.
For me, I don't even worry about it, but I hear people and I'm like, oh wow. So if you want to
Exactly.
talk
Yeah.
about that real quick, and
Yeah.
then we'll go over to
Let
other
me
stuff
talk
and
about
wrap it up.
And we actually have what the women need. We actually have it from the panty liners to the day, to the night, to the overnight. And what these pads are, they're 8 layers. 8 layers of naturalness. And what it does is when your cycle, it doesn't just sit on the top of the pad like we're used to.
Gotcha.
It sinks down 8 layers.
That's
so
a
that
lot.
you can wear one of these all day long without even changing it. No smell, it absorbs the smell and everything.
This is awesome, and this is
That's
what was I going to say? You know how they've been talking about the toxics and stuff.
That's
This
right.
is toxic free.
It's toxic free, and what these do also is the women that have like prolonged hard cycles, it actually cuts down, because what these pads do is it's actually pulling your pulling your waste out, versus it's just trickling out, a little bit by little bit. So I get a lot of good results back from this. The women say they don't have as much pain during their cycle. The cycle don't last as long. So that's the kind of things that we like to hear from our customers, seeing that this is a good product.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, and then what's over on this area? You were going to show me. I think the black seed is over here.
Yeah, so we have you have different aromas for your oils for your burners. And then also the best one we actually have is the black seed oil. So black seed oil is a real good, you can actually take it as a liquid form, but it's good for your digestive system. It's also good for the immune system, high blood pressure. It even goes through, and I love the part of it, even for men, for your testosterone. It actually builds that up. So it gives you energy. Like if you're having the flu or any type of inflammation, the black seed oil is very good.
So it's all herbal.
Yes.
What this size? How long does this typically last?
It depends on how the customer uses it. Like if you're not ill, or you just wanting to clean, because our body is made up of inflammation, mucus, and that's what gets us sick. And a lot of the times, it's hard to really get all that mucus out of our body. So that's the role that the black seed oil plays. Is it's getting all that mucus out of your body. So that's our largest bottle right there. And if you're taking it every day, which my husband, he takes this every day because he had not high blood pressure, but he was taking a minimum blood pressure pill. So now he's not taking the blood pressure pill because this is substituted for his blood pressure pill.
Okay.
So he's taking anywhere from a teaspoon to a tablespoon a day.
And this normally
So it's about 30 days.
It give you about 30 days.
About 30 days, just once a day.
Once a day.
What happens if you take it more than once a day?
Yeah.
Does it give you, stomach upset?
Well,
or
no, because you
anything?
can go up to at least about 2 times a day. You don't want to do anything more than that.
Right.
Just like with anything, if you drink too much water, it's bad for you.
Yeah.
Right.
So you just want to go through, just give your body the proper intake of it. But it's going to actually cause your body to do what it needs to do. So if you need to rest, it's going to cause you to go through and rest.
Gotcha.
It lowers your blood sugar down, your cholesterol. So it has a lot of different things up in there.
Get a business card.
A lot of ones go through, and then also going to give everyone, so when they go onto the Long Until You show, they actually get a $15 gift card that they can actually use online. Just put in that code and just give us a call.
And along with, they'll get a $15 gift card along with a small tube of our pain lotion will be shipped to the house as soon as they
If they do online.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Cool.
And we'll give you the details of that, so you have it out on your web page.
Okay.
And black soap. Everyone loves black
this.
soap.
People come in here and they
Look
think
like a
that's
brownie, like a stale brownie.
That's
It
it.
sure do.
That is the rawest form of any kind of soap before it start getting all the ingredients. They're putting all the ingredients into that.
Yeah.
And you can use that head to toe.
So
Everyone.
come through and visit us. We get into the body oil, so you have everything we have in here, so you can get away from your regular colognes and perfumes that have alcohol and water and pure oil, because it lasts longer. So that's pretty much how our store
And we
is
have the
built with.
essential oils as
Essential
well.
oils.
Yep.
Okay, you guys do have the
Yep,
essential
we
oils.
have essential
Okay.
oils as well.
And if we don't have it, we'll get
You'll
it. So
get
you
it.
just call us up and say, hey, do you have this in the store? If we don't have it, we'll get it for you.
And you have the one I'm looking at. Is that lemongrass?
Yeah, lemongrass.
Lemongrass, lavender. I know, and peppermint. And
And then you
those
have
are
the myrrh.
those are the 3 that I use when I get
Yes.
my colonics on my
That's
stomach.
right. Yes,
I use
ma'am.
those 3, and
And
they
so
smell
always
good and
just
feel good.
reach out to us and call us at 702-825-1442. That's 702-825-1442 or 832-429-4968, which is for you. So visit us, 3231 North Decatur Boulevard, in between the barbershop and the Hawaiian restaurant.
Sweet.
Suite 125.
That's right.
Thank you. You guys, we're going to wrap it up, and I appreciate you if you're watching or if you watch it later. We're going to wrap it up. Give me a call, 702-625-8989. I can help you with that life insurance or that auto home renters. 702-625-8989. We are located 2300 West Sahara in the U.S. Bank building on the 8th floor. You guys have a nice Friday. Bye.